Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Tennessee Titans. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go from Nashville. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. In motion right goes Adams. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. And he's got some space here. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Moore, the man in motion. Looking to throw McCarthy. He gets this to Devontae Adams. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third down and 1. Throwing is McCarthy. And that will be incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On the set. Here we go. Liking 18. Liking 18. Cougar 19.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him in their game.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Come on. Stop below 18. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Go.
Throwing now, Ward. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9.
70. 60 back. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's complete to DK. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Cougar 19.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's done close to the 30 here. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Okay, ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Press all 80.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
That's dumped off to Pollard. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Let's go now.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Here we go, here we go. 60, Panther 11, Panther 11.
From the gun, here's Ward. Left side, he's got Robinson. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Wandale Robinson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Titans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now they'll change things up. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. To the air with McCarthy. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Zach Bourne from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Oh, the return is Jones. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey, check that. Check go.
A first carry for Rashad White, and he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
On the ready.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
19, 18. 60 Bison.
That's into the hands of Eilmanor. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 27. Pollard will take it up the gut. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Panther 11. 70 Rangers.
To throw, here's Ward. Throw to the right, caught by Okakwo. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Ready up.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
On the draw, it's White. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Okay, break.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Mustang 19 Lion. Ready.
Now Ward. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll rally and stop him short. first down at about the 6. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
Okay, ready? Let's go now.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
Going for it. Here's Ward. That's to his running back, complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now McCarthy. We'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And the Vikings, first down. First and goal, Minnesota.
79 Broncos.
McCarthy off the play fake. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Moore, the man in motion. To the air again, McCarthy. This will be caught at about the 6. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Moore, the man in motion. Going for it, here's McCarthy. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will try to get to the pylon, but he's He's not going to get there. They mark him out short of the goal line. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. First and 10 at the 18.
Cougar 19.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Brought down back at the 14-yard line.
18 Rattlers. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
It's a gain of 6.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
70 Pablo 18. 60 Eagles. 65 Panther 11. Panther 11. Cup 19. Cup 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 18 Pioneer.
From the gun on third down, Ward. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Rodgers on the return. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You
down.
don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Henry up the middle. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
More the motion man right. Here's McCarthy. He'll try and do this himself. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Here's Jones on the return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Here we go.
And with a 21-0 lead already, no need really to take any unnecessary risks.
70 Timberwood.
To throw is Ward. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
60 now, Panther 60, Buffalo 18. Go check, go check.
Here's Ward. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard
Throwing is Ward. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they're going to bring this one back. A final return touchdown for the Titans. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how frequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you are inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they scored here. This one is pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Panther 11, Panther, let's go. Trap 60, trap 60, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Bronco 80.
They'll go up the middle with White. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Well, this It's a 34-0. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Running from the gun with Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
And now an audible here into something else. Third down from the gun, McCarthy. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield. And they'll say actually right at midfield. Looking to put a drive together.
Cowboy 80. Get it.
They'll start here with a handoff to White. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Here we go. Start. Go.
They keep it on the ground. Wide again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Byron Murphy there on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, he has a Conklin. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
60 boxes, 60 boxes. Ready.
Here's White. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Like Bronco 80.
Off the option, that's complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Third and goal.
Lions.
Throwing now, Ward. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Santos' kick is up and through. And that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw McCarthy. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing is McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at it that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
70 Rangers. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Mustang 19.
Now Ward throwing to start the drive. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Go! Viking 18.
Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. This will go to Henry out wide. And he will Vikings take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. The extra point splits the uprights. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. That's complete to DK. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
60 Eagles, 6.
First down, here's White. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, break.
This is 2nd and 8.
18, Viking, 18.
Looking to throw. Moore. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Titans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. He lets one go deep for Addison. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. With this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Opting to run again here with White. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Cougar, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let go.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw forward with Ward. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Tag. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Ready.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. Chigakakro taking it in. And the Titans continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 20. Five-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Minnesota.
Moore, the man in motion. Now Rodgers. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. Their front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Titans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And out across midfield down to the 45. 78 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Let's go. Let's go.
They go right back to White here on first down. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now 2nd and 3.
Like it, go. Cougar 19. Cowboy.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Okay, ready? Let's go now. Ready, ready.
Read option, this is White. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
19. Ready.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They get the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
The CD always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us